up with us here on 13 Sunrise. I am Jalea, along with Karen, who is in for Julia Moffitt this morning. Not quite a space jam, we just got a Big Ten jam that's going down at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Started off yesterday and really through the weekend. It's going to be a basketball packed next couple of days. So welcome to all of our visitors that are joining us in Indianapolis for a couple of days. Hope you're enjoying the weather that we're having so far.
Yes, so much fun this weekend in Indianapolis. Chuck is here now to talk about the sunny weather that we're having today for all of you to enjoy, but it's not going to last long.
No,
we don't want to talk about that now.
Part. We're not talking about that, right? We're talking about the fact that for those of you from Oregon and LA, from Rutgers in New Jersey, and from Minneapolis, it's like this every March.
There we go.
So you're here at the perfect time. It's always like this. In fact, right now, wow, what a start. Yesterday, we got up to 75 degrees. We're already at 44 in Indy and 40 in Carmel and Fishers this morning. Greenwood's at 40, 42 in Bloomington, and in Shelbyville, Bedford is at 48. So, folks, that is a wonderful start for this time of the morning. Keep in mind that our average high is 51 degrees. And as you head out the door today, wow, 49 by 9 a.m. By 10 a.m., we're going to be into the 50s. And how about this at lunch, just at lunchtime, all right? We will be 14 degrees above average at lunchtime, with eventually kids coming home from school wearing short sleeve shirts at 75. So this will be the second day in a row of 75, and we still have 3 more 70-degree days to go. This has just been issued, though, by the National Weather Service, a precursor of things to come tomorrow night. The Weather Service has put Northwest Indiana in either, like Benton County, a wind advisory or a high wind watch. That's the entire state of Illinois and Missouri and much of Iowa. That will be from 5 p.m. Friday until Saturday at 2 p.m. And of course, we're calling for a weather impact alert tomorrow night. We're going to get some strong storms rolling through here. More on that in just a little bit, including the timeline. But we do need to get you caught up in traffic. And, you know, for you folks who are coming in from Western Indiana into Indianapolis, a lot of you have decided in the past few years, hey, I'm going to forego 70, just take 40 into 465 or the airport. That's running at about 40 miles per hour on State Road 39 to 465 on 40. From the Monrovia exit to 465 and out by the airport, running at about 75 miles per hour. And you can see that traffic now headed towards Indianapolis this morning. Look at all the trucks pulled over on both the onboard and offboard ramps. They're at 39 and 465, or 39 and I-70. This is a look at the big board. Nothing going on 465. Earlier this morning, we had a number of stalled vehicles, and this is the traffic at 69 at 465 and that big construction project slowing down to 25 miles per hour. We'll have more for you in a few minutes.
Thank you, Chuck. This morning, we are seeing a new perspective of the so-called bridge guy video that's been seen so many times in connection with the Delphi murders case. It was a small clip that we've seen, but this new 43-second clip was posted online last night.
It was a key piece of evidence in the case. The clip was taken from Libby German's phone and shows the girl's interaction with Bridge Guy. So
last year, Richard Allen was found guilty of killing Libby along with Abby Williams in Delphi in 2017. This morning, our Lauren Kostick is joining us with new information on appeal that has been officially filed in this case. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. Yes, there is a lot to break down here. But first, we want to start with that cell phone video you were talking about. For years, we've only been able to see, like you said, this short and pixelated snippet of video Libby recorded on her phone that day of so-called Bridge Guy. It was a huge turning point in this case and a key piece of evidence shown during the trial. Now, a video posted online shows the entire 43-second clip, and it's much clearer than the original snippet released by state police. Also, our reporters who were in the courtroom during the trial verify the video matches what they saw. Take a listen. We also want you to hear the end of that video. That's where you can hear the girls interacting with someone who is presumably the bridge guy.
There's no path going there, so we have to go down here. Bye.
Again, Allen's attorneys are appealing his conviction and sentencing. They filed the notice on Tuesday. So coming up at 6:30, we're going to take a closer look at the appeals process. But this is definitely some big developments this morning and a surprise to many seeing this video.
Yeah, and as that appeal was sort of anticipated, getting a closer look at that process now. We look forward to that. We'll see you soon. Thank you. This morning, we are getting some new insight into the moments before a deadly shooting at an independent senior living community. The shooting was Sunday morning at Serenity Manor near 10th and Jalen. Court documents reveal that a man called 911 after his father, Darian Curry, told him that he shot a woman in his apartment. Georgia Beans is the woman that died in that shooting. Curry told detectives that he shot her because she was drunk and wouldn't leave after he asked her multiple times. Curry also told detectives the woman refused and assaulted him. Detectives say that Curry told them that he didn't call police when he wanted her to leave. Right now, Curry is facing murder charges and does not have a bond just yet. This morning, a man facing the death penalty for allegedly murdering his wife will be in court to change his plea. Joshua Farmer is accused of fatally shooting Kayla Ann Farmer, the mother of his 3 children, around 15 times at a Fisher's gas station in June of 2023. Last year, Hamilton County prosecutors said the state would be seeking the death penalty in this case. So we'll tell you what comes of this hearing.
An Indianapolis man will spend 13 years in prison after shooting a liquor store employee during a robbery. 47-year-old George Sisk pleaded guilty to several charges in connection to the robbery in 2020. According to court documents, Sisk tried to leave the store with a bottle of liquor without paying. That's when the employee locked the doors, demanding that he pay for the bottle. Well, Sisk then shot the employee in the leg before leaving. Police arrested him later that night.
An unimaginable moment for a family, having to say goodbye to 2 young children killed in a car crash in Plainfield. 2-month-old Iris and her brother, 3-year-old Eris. It's a story you'll only see here on 13 News, as last night the family held a burial service for those young children. You may remember this tragic crash. It happened last month when police say a man refused to stop for officers. Iris and Eris were riding in the car with their dad when the suspect slammed into their vehicle and it instantly caught fire. 2-month-old Iris was killed in that crash and her brother, 3-year-old Eris, was put on life support, but he died just days later.
I'm at a loss for words, honestly. There's so many emotions. A lot of pain. I would just remind them of how much I loved them, give them biggest hugs, and just talk to them.
The driver in that crash, Sidoni Pettis, is facing multiple charges, including resisting law enforcement and causing death while operating a motor vehicle. A jury trial for Pettis is currently scheduled for May.
The St. Joseph's County Sheriff's just filed a motion to dismiss a lawsuit filed against him by Indiana attorney Todd Rokita. According to online court records, Sheriff William Redmond filed the motion this week. Rokita filed suit back in January, claiming the St. Joseph County Police Department does not properly cooperate with immigration and customs enforcement. Department leaders have refuted that, saying they regularly communicate with immigration officials. And the St. Joseph County Sheriff is, well, we just mentioned that he is filing a motion, but we will continue to follow that story and the developments in that case. Well, right now, demolition is underway on the Washington Street Bridge over Little Eagle Creek. It's a massive project that was supposed to take 4 months. Now it is clocking in at 1.5 years. 13 News followed up with Joe's Auto Sales Next Door Bridge. They tell us the loss of traffic on West Washington is starting to weigh on businesses nearby.
Well, we appreciate that they are working on it now. We would just appreciate any expediting of it to get it done. I mean, we're just ready to be able to have traffic again and get some more business back.
And Indy DPW says after a couple delays, the plan now is to open Washington Street in both directions this fall. The plan is to reopen them again in both directions. So again, we will be following this story and provide you with updates.
And we're excited. We're excited to be here. We're grateful to be here. And it's going to be a fun time.
I ain't never been to Indianapolis before. This is a pretty cool town. A lot of culture, a lot of art, a lot of different things going on down here.
Welcome to Indy. You just heard those fans that are ready for the action here in the Circle City for the Big Ten tournament. Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Northwestern are just some of the teams that are hitting the court today.
And right now, you are taking a live look at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where the tournament is underway later today. We know both Purdue and IU will both be in action.
Yes, March is on, and downtown Indianapolis will be packed with all those fans that are cheering on Indiana's teams especially. Let's go to the Circle now, getting in on the spirit of college basketball with the Big Ten sign there. The Boilermakers will face USC in the late game tonight.
And the Trojans picked up the win over Rutgers yesterday in double overtime. USC, Purdue are set to start around 9 tonight. That game wraps up today's schedule. And the action gets started in just a few hours, where the Hoosiers will take on the Oregon Ducks at noon today. And of course, we will have all of those highlights right here on Channel 13.
So we got a lot of good basketball to come this week. And remember, you can watch the Pacers Friday night right here on WTHR. They're traveling to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. Although we don't have to travel too far today, Chuck, to get good weather.
It's going to be a great one today. In fact, 75 yesterday, 75 today, the 70s tomorrow. But the trouble comes in Friday, 5 p.m. Look at all of the high wind watches and wind advisories, including Indiana in Benton County, beginning at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Looks like we could see some severe weather roll through the state. We'll have a timeline for Friday night into Saturday when we come back.
Well, this morning, police now have a person of interest in the case of a missing college student in the Dominican Republic. At 6:45, the development comes almost a full week after she disappeared on spring break.
Also this morning, lawmakers in Washington are staring down at a government shutdown deadline. At 6:15, the power struggle in the Senate to pass a plan before the government runs out of money soon.